What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm going to show you how to install this adjustable cam gear from Cameron Jones Racing. And first things first, if you're running a Grom and that's what you're putting this on, which is what I'm demonstrating for it on my 22 Grom, is you want to set the marks over here where this main point is. You want to set it about 2.5 degrees advance. So that's what the website calls for. So that's what I'm going to set for. And then also I'm going to put in this really nice clear cover from Moritech. And that's going to look freaking awesome on there. So first things first, you want to take off these two little covers right here. And you're going to want to use a 10mm to take the big one off, and a 6mm take the other one off. And when you remember also too, real quick, when you get this, most likely these bolts won't be tight, so you want to tighten them up. You don't need to kill them, but you want to make sure they're nice and tight. I went ahead and added a little bit of Loctite just for added safety, and gotta make sure that it's gonna be it's gonna work good. So let me go ahead and get this big one off. I'm using a little sleeve here to kind of help me from scratching this too much. All right. Still makes a little mark, but kind of reduces it, so it's helpful. And just a little piece, it's like a little rubber glove, and that's it. Anyways, so you're going to pop this guy off so we can turn the motor over, and then you're going to pop this one on. Ratchet 6mm, so you can pop this guy off next. And that way we can find our top dead center mark. So these bolts right here, they're only 8mm. So let me find my 8mm. Got my wrench. Sometimes it's a little hard to get off. So sometimes I like to use a little piece to just kind of help it pull off. Hard piece of plastic, if I have it right here. I'm not sure if I do. Probably should have grabbed it earlier, but this will kind of just slowly pop off. Just kind of gently edge it, ease it off. Oh, I'm not scuffing it up too bad. Okay, let's go ahead and set that down right there. So next, you want to use your socket wrench, and if I remember correctly, it should be a 17mm. Yep. And we're going to go ahead and rotate this guy right there. Okay. Now, it doesn't always like to stay right there on the center. So what's always good to do is to try to mark it, mark the chain where it is right now. You see my little, if you can, I'm not sure if I can see my little mark right here. So there's a little tiny mark right here. There's a little dot right here, and then there's a little notch right here. You just want to make sure that that's pretty much right there, and that tells you that you're top dead center. And then when you look over here in this little hole, you'll see the T sign, which also tells you that you're at top dead center. All right, so what we're gonna do now is I'm going to grab the right socket, which I believe this one is a 12 millimeter. Oop. Oh wait, that's 13. Not bad. Yep. I'm gonna grab another socket wrench, and then we'll get this one off. All right. So now that I got another one, go ahead and get this one off. And I also used a heavy duty marker, industrial, Sharpie industrial. If they'll focus. Come on. Really? No? Okay, whatever. Sharpie industrial, just to make a mark. So at least I know where I'm at. Really helps you make sure that, you know, you're where you want to be. Yeah. And that's the best thing you can do. So let's go ahead and knock this one out. Now to pull it off should be pretty easy. And to put the new one back on, you have to overcome the pressure from chain tensioner, which is fairly easy. So we're just gonna go ahead and rock this guy a little bit loose. It comes out. Use a pick, kind of help you with it. And then while you're holding it, go ahead and just rock this chain out. Hold back, rock the chain out until it comes off. Okay. And that's out. Now, we're going to put this back in there. And if you see this little notch right here, that's going to go right in here. And again, make sure that you should probably put some Loctite on there. Make sure you have it set it to what the website says, depending on you're running a Grom, a Monkey, whatever it is that you're running. Because I think this also applies for the CRF 110, if I'm not mistaken. And so the easiest thing to do is to use a pick. You want to lift it up. You're going to let this guy kind of slide back here. And that way you can try to get it back into position. Where it needs to be. Now the cam is going to rotate a little bit. You know, it's got a little free play, so you'll figure it out once you get there. But you kind of want to have it roughly about where you want it. And once you get this on, then you kind of figure out where it needs to be. Which I'm way off right now. Turn and rotate that a little bit. It's a little bit. It's gonna fight you a little bit, but just have some patience, and you'll get it on soon, buddy. Okay, so once you get the chain on there, and let's say I have it right here. Right now I have it right here where it's supposed to be. Let's say it's, you know, sitting right here. You use your pick and you just rotate the chain over it to get it to the correct area. It's pretty simple. And like I said, you want to just take your time. Don't get frustrated with it. And it'll go on fairly simple. Now the next part, what you want to do is you're going to have to, like I said, overcome the chain tensioner pressure. These 22s use a hydraulic pressure setup. So what I do is I will put a rag back here and just slowly but surely overcome the pressure so I'm not overdoing it. It will take you a moment, but once it's there, it's there. And then you also want to just keep note of where the cam is positioned. That way, when you do get to this part, the part you are supposed to be at, it should theoretically just slide right in. And if it don't, just take your time and try to rotate it till you do get there. Remember, you want to gently move it so that this will just fit right in there. Sometimes you might even have to move the camshaft a little bit just to be sure where it's at. So just want to take your time while you do this again. And sometimes you have to move the camshaft just a little bit to find that right little spot. I'm gonna have to apply pressure again. So like I said, take your time. I'll show you as soon as it gets on. Alright. There we go. That's a little better. So now you see it there. It's on. It's timed correctly. I got it at the little mark. And I got it on. Okay, it just takes a little pressure to overcome the tensioner. And you don't want to do it slowly, you don't want to rip it. So now we're going to put this bolt back on right here. And then what you're going to want to do is you need to, now everyone has their own method, to each their own. I prefer spec for most things. They want you to have this at 27 Newton meters. So I use a nice little torque wrench that I have. And I'm going to set this thing to 27. Alright. And then what I'm going to do is just go on here. And the pressure from the torque on the main shaft here is actually pretty decent. So it should be more than enough for me to, using this right here, I'm going to hold pressure here while I go ahead and torque that down. So I'm going to go ahead and get this guy nice and torqued on. Alright, 27.3, that's cool. That's nice and torqued on now. And that's it for that. And that's, you know, that thing looks super nice. Now we're going to go ahead and throw on this beautiful thing. That even comes with two nice looking screws to replace that with. Man, oh dude, I could totally use that. There's no. Look at that. I mean, that thing just looks super nice. Alright, so just go down a little bit. Nice and clean again. Alright. Nice. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is actually, because it does not come with its own O-ring, just grab the O-ring off of your old cap right here, and we're going to go ahead and apply it to the new one. And you can use your little handy dandy pick. Just try to make sure you don't rip it. So just be very gentle when you pop it out. All right. The OEM manual calls for a new one every time you pull it out, but you know, it's rubber. It's gonna be okay. It's not like a regular gasket. So I'm gonna double check this is nice and clean. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this thing is gorgeous, man. I'm gonna go ahead and just slowly. Huh. Well then, that's a little weird. I guess I can't run this cover here. Which I guess was okay. I guess I'd be okay without it. I wonder if it can go up that way though. Huh. It fits on that just fine. That way. But it don't fit this way. Interesting. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh wait, I don't think I can, huh? No, because these are in certain spots. Well, that would have been nice. Okay, so if you're going to run this cover, I guess that's going to have to come off, or you're going to have to modify this so that you still have this cover. I mean, this is here to basically protect it, but if it's going to be in the way, well, I guess it's going to be in the way. As it fits, which is crazy. It fits when it's upside down. Like, perfect, actually. But when you have it like this, which is how I want it, not so much. Come on, Bubba. Alright, so figured out I'm gonna have to take this off. No big deal. I would like it to have it for a little added protection, but you know, it's not the end of the world. Make it a little, give it a little cleaner look, I guess. So we'll just pop this guy off real quick. I mean, I know it's supposed to protect that sensor, but whatever. I guess I'll just lose it. Bye bye. Hopefully this doesn't have an issue going back in. Awesome. And so go ahead and just torque this down a little bit. Don't need to kill it, but make sure it's nice and tight. Grab the cover. Does look freaking sweet though, don't it? Oh man. Looks freaking awesome. Okay, so the bolts it comes with look like see, they're not 6, or are they 4? Not 4, no, they're probably 5mm. I have right here. Yep. They're 5. My son's corn dogs are done.
You're almost done with putting that on?
Yep. It's lined up where it needs to go. Snug it up. Yeah, that looks so nice. So we're gonna tie these up. And you don't need to kill these. Just want to make sure it is nice and tight though. No more than wrist tight. Say where we don't strip anything. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put these back on. These are not, you know, you put them back on, you don't want to kill them because these will break, from what I've heard from everybody. The sleeve back on so I can torque them without scratching them up as much. Okay. And I'll be back to find out the torque. All right, for this little one right here, it says 6 Newton meters, and the big 10mm is going to be 8 Newton meters. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up. 27 is way too much. 8.
I was trying to jump a jump thing on Fortnite, and I've been changing on it.
Okay.
I've been changing on a jumping thing on Fortnite.
And then sleeve on the big one.
Yeah, on Fortnite.
Oh wait. Oops. I put that one, the top one too high. The top one is 6, the bottom one's 8. Oops. Look, good thing I didn't break it. So I'm actually going to reset the top one real quick.
Yes. This time I'm having a banger hiding spot. I've been playing that thing I've been playing it Fortnite for a long time.
Okay. That's it. And that's it for this. So yeah, it looks like I had to take the cover off. And let me just tell you, I'm going to take this off the thing real quick. It makes the motor look so awesome. Isn't that nice? Cameron Jones Racing. Oh yeah. And now I'll show you a video what it looks like when I start it up. And here it is. This thing's freaking sweet, man. Doesn't that look freaking awesome? That looks so freaking awesome. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in.